Trojan Felly, what's up, man? USCJ here. It's the top of the morning. Listen, it is pre-Heisman. Listen, this is the pre-Heisman get up this morning, man. Listen, I just wanted to shout you guys out this morning, man. Listen, making sure everybody's getting ready to get up, get out, and make some things happen this morning, man. Listen, 5 p.m. West Coast, 8 p.m. East Coast. It's going down. It's only popping. It's only cracking. Caleb Williams is going to win this award tonight. Now, I got a little, USCJ is put a little situation under investigation. Shout out to my man Kashin. We're going back and forth. He said, Jay, look at ESPN, man. They talking about Caleb. Listen, man, there is some little bit of bias going on, man. And listen, it is my job to make sure Caleb doesn't get this award stolen from him. And I said this a few days back. Listen, I'm going to continue to sound the alarm, put these numbers out, man, because Caleb, what he's done today, up to date, man, it is absolutely phenomenal numbers. And listen, I want to talk about these numbers real quick, but I want to shout out to Caleb, an incredible gesture coming from Caleb Williams, man. I read this article coming from Sports Illustrated this morning. Caleb Williams, man, 4 of his offensive linemen, he decided to bring, no, I'm sorry, 8 of his offensive linemen, Caleb Williams decided to bring, man, to the Heisman ceremony. Man, what kind of, I mean, this guy, is he showing leadership or is he showing leadership? He is showing leadership to, you know, the utmost. He's bringing these guys to New York. Some of these guys probably never been in New York. And listen, man, I mean, he's really showing the fact that he appreciates the guys that were out there blocking, man, the blood, sweat, and tears, man, because you guys know, like a lot of us, man, a lot of these guys don't get the public, they don't get the accolades like the way Caleb gets it sometimes. And now, as a result, Caleb recognizes it, man, and he's bringing these guys, flew these guys in, and he wants these guys guarding them, man. Guarding them down the streets of New York, man. These big uglies, man, I'm telling you. And so, look, man, Caleb, man, shout out to you for doing that. Shout out to the offensive lineman all year long, man, representing University of Southern California, blocking for Caleb, man, giving him plenty of time. I seen Caleb in there sitting in the pocket sometime, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds, man. No joke. So look, man, looking at these numbers, man, as I was saying, alluding to earlier, shout out to my man. We were going back and forth, and he said, Jay, look at ESPN, and you look at some of these guys. I'm not going to name any commentators, but some of them, as I'm listening to the commentary that they were giving, some of them were just favoring, it seemed to be favoring TCU's quarterback. And so look, I always, whenever I hear that, things of that nature, I always got to put the situation under investigation, and I always investigate it based upon numbers. I want to see if they're accurate or is it just a biased situation. I even heard one say this morning about Stetson Bennett. He said, why not Stetson Bennett? Why not Stetson Bennett? He did this. Well, let's look at it, man. Let's look at the supporting cast that's around Stetson Bennett. Let's look at the team that he's playing on right now. And if you take this team, if you take Caleb away from this team right now, where would this team be at right now? If you take Stetson Bennett away from Georgia right now, where would Georgia be at right now? That's how we got to look at it. Where would Ohio State be at right now? I don't think it's one quarterback that equals up to where Caleb, if you take Caleb away from USC, and we've seen that in the Utah game, it's a totally different team. So let's look at some of these numbers real quick. And this is pre-Heisman, man. And listen, I'm getting ready to go get me. I got plenty of suits, but I'm going to go get a suit just like Caleb, man. I think I want to go get another suit just for the night, just to wear for the ceremony, man. You guys hit me in the comment section. Should I get suited up with Caleb tonight, man? Listen, this is about to be a big time ceremony. This Heisman thing is getting ready to bring all the publicity back to USC, man, like never before. USC is about to be on the map. Like, once again, if Caleb wins this Heisman tonight, this is the type of love that USC needs. USC needs this type of to be in a conversation when you talk about Heisman. And then how does Lincoln Riley look up? How does it look for Lincoln Riley now? But let's look at these numbers, man. Look at Stetson Bennett, the quarterback for Georgia, who's a Heisman candidate as well. He's on the season, he has 3,424 yards. That's tied for 11th in the country. Stetson Bennett has 20 touchdowns, which is tied for 42nd in the country. 6 INTs, which is tied for 37th in the country. 86.3 QBR, which is tied, which is 6th in the country. And then you go look at C.J. Stroud. CJ Stroud has 3,340 yards. That's tied for 15th in the country. CJ Stroud, that's 30. He has 37 TDs in the country, tied for first, and he has 6 INTs, which is tied for 37. Also, his QBR is 87.7. That's tied for third. Moving on to Caleb Williams here. Max Duggan. I'm sorry. Max Duggan has 3,321 yards on the season, and that's tied for 16. He has 30 touchdowns, tied for 12. Then he has 4 INTs, which is tied for 12. His QBR is 80.2, which is tied for 14. Let's move on to Caleb real quick. And you see the difference right here with Caleb. Nobody's coming next to Caleb. Caleb has the most yardage out of all these QBs. Caleb Williams, 4,075 yards. That's tied for 4th in the country. His TDs is tied for first, which is he's tied with CJ Stroud on this. He has 37 TDs. 37 TDs for Caleb Williams. He has 4 INTs, which is tied for 12. And he has a QBR of 86.5. Hands down, Caleb Williams. We look at the numbers here based on the numbers, and we look at the other information that we're giving you. If you take Caleb Williams off of this team, he should be the Heisman favorite, man. So listen, you guys hit me in the comment section. We'll talk about this later on, man. I'm coming back. I'm still trying to figure out shirt, tie, shoes, whole coat, whatever, man. You guys hit me in the comment section. Let me know. Listen, it's go time tonight. It's on and popping. It's on and cracking, man. Listen, until tonight, man, listen, USCJ32 on Instagram, USCJ32 on Twitter. Until tonight, listen, fight on, fight on, fight on.